We are off, and the United States wins it with Monroe. Monroe immediately looking to score, has to pull up. Johnson makes a beat. Monroe switches hands, gets brought down hard by DeWitt, gets it out, Heald trying to pick it up, knocks it over, going to be picked up by Joy Eggman. And that is a good stop for Team Belgium, although their starting Peter Aaron Mies goes off with what looks like a shoulder injury, and Louis Lamette subs into the game.
That was a great hard tackle by DeWitt. Monroe knew exactly where Heald was to try and get that pass out, but the tackle was hard enough that he couldn't.
DeWitt to Eggman. Eggman, right back to DeWitt. DeWitt, marked by Sanchez, doesn't want to leave the zone. Lamette backing up. We have an injury stoppage. We are going to go ahead and take that injury stoppage, everyone. Nope, we won't. We'll keep it right here as Bailey Fields is walking off under her own power. I think there's an eye, a contact to the eye, just incidental contact there. So Bailey Fields walks off and is replaced by Casey Irwin here to beat with Jackson Johnson.
Unfortunate early substitution needed for the United States. We hope Fields is okay after that contact.
Yeah. DeWitt still in control, but Johnson right on top of him. DeWitt backs up, throws with Lamette. Lamette comes out of it ahead.
And are they calling a rollback on Johnson?
They're calling something. I had ARs in my way. I couldn't really see what that exchange was about, but it looks like Lamette is just called off room. So it's going to go the USA's way. DeWitt gets it to the corner, and Belgo over to Willput, back to Belgo, and then back to the top, and DeWitt reset used, marked by Sanchez. Sanchez trying to get him over the line. Can't do it. Sanchez gets sent back to hoops.
Yeah, it was a good aggressive play by Sanchez there, trying to force that double reset in the rare instance where it might occur. So now Belgium will try again.
DeWitt goes right around Monroe and then gets it through the hands of Josh Johnson. And Belgium opens up their account first, 1-0. The U.S. is looking to run. Sanchez to Johnson. Johnson being marked by DeWitt. Tries to go around. Cannot. Fights through. The hoop is still there. Team defense here. Hagman on top of it. Willput on top of it. Lamette is called for not tagging in. To Belgium trying to get a dodgeball back into this play. Casey Irwin trying to prevent it. Lamette is beat out again. Still no dodgeballs. But after 10 seconds, Belgium gets the stop.
And that was another good hard tackle by DeWitt. And I think that's going to be key to their defense here, so long as they can keep USA in front of them in order to stop that drive.
So DeWitt slowly up the pitch. No dodgeballs here for Belgium as Lamette has to chase the one behind the Belgian hoops. Jonah Pien moving up to try to protect Belego against Irwin. Far side Willput. Johnson beat. Top. Hagman marked by Sanchez. Gets it deep behind to Belego. Makes a move on Johnson. Has to go all the way up top. Gets it to DeWitt. Control, however, is now in the hands of Belgium. Sanchez marking DeWitt. DeWitt pulls back. Lets Lamette get in front. Sanchez now forced into his keeper zone. Monroe, the left side up top option. DeWitt goes for the pass. Belego gets pushed by Johnson, but not far enough. Hagman now with it. Rips a shot. Sanchez blocks it through the hoops. That's allowed in the green headband. Hagman, though, comes up with her own rebound. Sanchez fighting for it as she has to backpedal. 2 hands on it. Hagman comes out with it. Belego gets it to DeWitt. DeWitt now working. Tries to get through Johnson. Throws it right into Monroe's hands. Monroe is off and moving. Tries to get around Willput. Slows up.
A great series of exchanges there. Belgium looking so good in the passing game right there, finding their outlets 4 times in a row before eventually being stopped by the United States.
Jackson Johnson making a beat, not going to win control. Sanchez left side working against DeWitt, goes over the top to Monroe. Monroe working now against Willput. Big play from Lamette here as Irwin gets a kick to maybe win control. Johnson, the trailer, coming in around DeWitt, goes through. Hagman drops it down. Joy Hagman, so far, the early runner for MVP of this game.
It was a great run by Johnson in the feed in from Heald towards the center. Johnson has to look to the far hoop from him and then completely blocked by Hagman.
DeWitt across half. Control to Belgium. Lamette trailing badly. PN leading DeWitt down. Sanchez gets back into the keeper zone. Far side Hagman. Hagman
Belgium maintaining
Deep
dodgeball
corner,
control.
Belego gets it up to DeWitt. No threat there. Very patient for Belgium. Sanchez goes out, gets beat. Jackson Johnson steps up. The pass goes high. Will put, gets beat out. And then Belego picks it up and puts it home. Glenn Belego, 2-0 Belgium.
It was a great secondary try, and I think this is what we're seeing early from Belgium, is that they are really finding those outlets. As soon as the USA is making contact, as soon as they are driving their chasers out, they know where that ball needs to go to have a second attempt.
Belgium has forced a full line change for Team USA. John Jackson carrying it up, far side, gets it to Crawford. Crawford now working on Will Put. The press, the screen from Gavin Stenovich works. Crawford puts it home, 2-1 Belgium.
And that was a great move by Crawford, looking for the opening, got the opening, took it.
Kay and Irwin now the beating pair for Team USA. They do have control. Lamette, even at the start of this game, already looks absolutely out of breath as he tries to jog to get up. Ertz beat out early. DeWitt working against Crawford. Gets it right or left to Hagman. Hagman, great spin move on John Jackson. He stucks it home past Gavin Stenovich.
Gavin Stenovich thought he was going to step up on that tackle, and Hagman just pulled it back, did a little stutter step to the outside.
And Lamette with the heroics wins control for Belgium alongside PN. Crawford, far side. USA down 2. John Jackson slow with Tate K in front. DeWitt backs into the zone to gain immunity from dodgeballs. Tate K, great dodge, wins control. Crawford now working backside on Will Put. Way too high. John Jackson recovers though. Still marked by DeWitt. Crawford with the pick. Jackson, right side Crawford. And then right back up to the top in Jackson. Now the USA's turn to be patient. Lindsey Morella. Casey Irwin wants to run a 1.5. Morella left to Gavin Stenovich. Gavin Stenovich working around Ertz. Gets it over the top. Cannot be corralled by Crawford, but Team USA is going to pick up the rebound. That's Gavin Stenovich once again. Marked by Will Put. Pick from Crawford. DeWitt picks it up. Back to Crawford. Crawford, oh, great dog block from Hagman's yet again. John Jackson tries to get around DeWitt, can't. The pass bounces to Gavin Stenovich, and he finishes over Ertz. 3-2. The USA claws back within 1. And Joy Hagman takes a well-deserved sub.
Just an absolute brick wall for Belgium, and USA, not giving up on the point in any sense of the word, managed to finally find the back of the hoop.
Fisher and Van Steenkist now both in for Team Belgium alongside DeWitt and Ertz. Lamette and PN still in this game. So Irwin gets beat out. Tate K misses the beat. Gets to Ertz. Ertz now has to use a reset. Pressed by Casey Irwin. But Lamette is now back with Ertz.
It was a smart pressure by the United States, taking that moment to make the reset happen.
DeWitt now has it without a headband. It's in the United States keeper zone. Good pick on Crawford. Great beat, though, from Irwin. Van Steenkist, though, ends up with this. Out of nowhere, there's no defense back for the U.S. besides Jackson Morella. Gets it over to Fisher. Fisher puts it home. And this Belgian offense is cooking. The pressure is doing nothing against them.
Van Steenkist totally on the back foot there as we get a little stoppage in play for referee discussion. Morella bearing down on him, throws it up, finds Fisher for the immediate score. Great ball movement by Belgium.
Team USA has been able to hold dodgeball control for large portions of this game, but it has not done them any favors on either end of the pitch. These Belgian quadball players came out to play.
And they are playing at an entirely different level than they were yesterday. It's like night and day. They are really firing on all cylinders, pulling out all the stops, because of course, you win this game, you are in the finals again.
2 fouls on the play. Playing after beat, US Tate K, blue card to a beater. Unsportsman conduct to Louis Lamette is going to be a yellow card. So both teams are now going to be down a beater. The goal is no good. So it's going to continue to be 3-2 for Belgium. And Taylor Crawford of the United States is going to start with this one in his own keeper zone, which does mean that the U.S. now has a chance to tie it. So again, both beaters in the box for a minute or until their opponent scores.
We'll see if Crawford decides to go on a run here or slow it up.
The whole Belgian defense is back. Aerts on hoops, DeWitt up near mid-pitch. Fischer to DeWitt's left. Van Steenkist somewhere in the middle.
And Pien, the lone beater back.
Yeah, Pien is back with the dodgeball. Casey Irwin should be able to grab one dodgeball, throw it to her own hoops. Here she goes, and grab the other one. So effectively, the United States should have control. Irwin just wants to go for the hit as Gavin Zdenovic receives the pass, goes for the shot, gets around it on the corner, and Janko Gavin Zdenovic is cooking early, all tied up at 3.
That was a great run there by the entire offense. Irwin didn't even need to get into the play to run.
Irwin beats out Pien, and now while Team Belgium is all up to full strength, they are able to get control with Lamette coming behind. Aerts now marked high by Morella. Crawford playing mark defense on DeWitt. Aerts moves right, the pass. Fischer can't go. Gavin Zdenovic comes down with it. He's running down. Crawford trying to run a pick on DeWitt. Eventually becomes the pass option. DeWitt gets a hand. John Jackson, the trailer, picks it up, and the U.S. has taken a lead.
And that's exactly how you crash the goal. Jackson was absolutely moving in the direction he needed to, got the rebound. It was a fantastic play by the United States. Great transition.
And Casey Irwin is now able to hold control by herself as Take K. Penalty is killed. Control with Irwin and K. Huge, huge play there from Casey Irwin.
Irwin, a Herculean effort for this high-level beating core.
Take K misses a beat. Could lead control to Belgium. Should be Belgium ball. It is, as Van Steenkist tries to work on Gavin Zdenovic. Gavin Zdenovic can't make the hit. Van Steenkist puts it home, and we're tied up at 4.
Van Steenkist able to get around the corner there, and that was the big move. As soon as you get Gavin Zdenovic to cross his legs, that's it. He had the corner. He got that shot.
Take K too aggressive on that play. And he's subbing out now for Daniel Williams. Bailey Fields back into this game. Good to see her after an early injury sub. John Jackson, I believe, was not called for a reset there. So the United States should still have a reset. Seppa DeWitt walks back into his zone. Assistant coach Ethan Sturm, realizing he can't cross half, steps back over quickly. Eggman up top gets beat out. The pass goes back to Morella. Morella now, as Crawford is beat out, running back to his hoops. Morella keeping it slow with Williams and Jackson on the right. Lamette comes up. Morella steps back, gets it over to John Jackson. John Jackson now, no dodgeballs, runs in, hits Gavin Zdenovic. Gavin Zdenovic can't handle it, but Jackson picks up his own rebound, then can't handle it. Van Steenkist with a dive. That's going to be a card. And this one's going to go in the direction of USA.
John Jackson completely tabletopped by that tackle after the missed shot. And I was amazed that he came up with that rebound after so many bodies in the area. And unfortunately, that's going to go against Belgium.
Yeah, Gavin Zdenovic, after early success, bobbled that pass, very unlike him, both in general and in this game. But it looks like the foul should be on Belgium, and the U.S. is still going to have a great opportunity to score and regain that lead.
Each team having their time to try and argue their case to head referee Chris Lecomte.
Yeah. So Van Steenkist for the dangerous dive right into the feet of John Jackson.
They high five. They're all good.
Yeah, they're good. And Van Steenkist is in the box for a minute or until the United States scores. So Crawford is not going to start with it. It is going to be John Jackson.
Jackson's got a couple defenders in the way between him and the hoop.
Look for that pass to Morella.
It looks like he's going to go to the back line.
Yep.
Yeah. So now Jackson's got a lot more space to work with.
Morella and Crawford options. Gavin Zdenovic beat. John Jackson with speed. Moves right. Gets beat. Crawford gets beat out by Lamette. Now DeWitt. John Jackson immediately lets go on that contact from behind. Could get away with something. DeWitt here puts it home. Belgium with the lead. 5-3.
And Williams tried to kind of volleyball spike that dodgeball coming in to try and get DeWitt, and DeWitt was just a little too quick for it, able to score.
Again, a line change for the United States. Skura, Trudeau, Bear, and Freed now in, along with Williams and Fields. Skura to Trudeau. Trudeau, left side. Got to work on Hagemans. Gets it to Bear. Bear, deep corner. Going to be met by Ertz. The pass goes to Fried. Fried is beat out, and the shot did not go. DeWitt with it in the keeper zone, and Belgium with a chance to go up too.
It was good chaser positioning by the United States. Fried had an opening, but unfortunately Belgium's beater positioning was better.
Penalty killed Van Steenkist in. Lemit makes a beat, can't win control. DeWitt backs it up against Fried. Williams beats out Hagman. Williams then goes at DeWitt. DeWitt passes it to Van Steenkist. Hit hard by Leo Fried.
And I think Fried's going to the box for that one.
It's either a card or a double reset. It is a double reset. Oh. That is a clean hit from Leo Fried, who came in with a full head of steam. And Leo Fried is going to be given this dodgeball, or this quad ball, right on top of the Belgian hoops. And Julia Bear there, able to receive a pass should Fried want it.
Van Steenkist obviously not happy with that call.
Fried. Oh, the pick from Bear knocks over the hoop from Hagmans, and DeWitt picks it up. We saw this in the Mexico-India game. You cannot run through people into these hoops because they will fall over.
Very unfortunate there. I'm wondering why Fried didn't cut it back to center to try and dunk it.
Out. Williams gets the beat off on Morcott, who went for the hit. Will put now. One-handed catch marked by Bear. Williams tries to go for it. Fried intercepts it, knocks it down. Fried now working on DeWitt. The pass to Bear. No good. Neither is the shot. Skura there to pick it up. Skura's beat. Trudeau, the one-handed grab, working on DeWitt. DeWitt gets the wrap. Gets Trudeau to the ground. Trudeau gets it out. Fisher falls on it. Then Belgium still has it. Finally, Trudeau is beat out. That was Glenn Belago with the second effort for Belgium.
That was a great defensive stand there by Belgium. Huge hits, especially taking down Trudeau. Very hard man to take down, and that was big to stop the score.
Still no control here for Belgium, but they have switched pairs to Victor Morcott and Elizabeth Rainiers. We'll see if they can be as effective without control as they were with their first pair. Will put far side, marked by Fried, gets it back up to DeWitt. Hagman, near side option. Belgo behind Fried with the hit. Hagman, good dodge there on the Williams attempt. Gets it to DeWitt as she's marked by Bear. DeWitt, left side. Fried steps up. Field steps up. DeWitt gets rid of it. Called a turnover, even though it's a fantastic catch from Glenn Belgo. Skura, slowly. No control for the United States. They want to work to get it back.
It was that missed beat from Williams that allowed Belgium to get it back on the last play.
Mort got still with control. Rainier's looking to press. Beats out Williams. Not called beat. Trudeau uses the reset to Skura. And Trudeau is beat out. Fields, not sure what she was doing there with that dodgeball, but Belgium could press if they want. DeWitt working on Skura. Rainier's closing out to it. The pass behind to Fried is intercepted by Wilput. That's a stop. Fried is beat out, and Belgium does elect to slow it up. And Rainier's is looking for a sub, as is Seppa DeWitt.
And I think that's the first substitution for DeWitt this entire game. Well earned.
This is a big test. Nick DeLoe now in. Can Belgium hold on with Seppa DeWitt out? We are almost at this 15-minute mark. Bear is beat out by Mortgott. Hagmans over left. Wilput. Nick DeLoe gets rid of it. Cannot finish through contact. And then not out of bounds. Saved at the line. DeLoe now against Trudeau. Using his time, being patient as the U.S. wins control here. Hagman now has it up top into Wilput. Wilput now going to be pressed by Fields. No, as Mortgott has gotten back in front, and this game slows down.
It was a good, and now Belgium has received a warning for stalls and some cheers from the American fans across from us.
An absolute masterclass is patience is this offensive possession. Hagman tries to get around Fried, can't. Fried lost his broom and kept playing. That's going to be a card.
I think Fried let go pretty soon, but apparently not soon enough, according to our referee.
Chris Lecomte made these exact same calls in the quarterfinal. I will say one thing. You may not like the call, but it is consistent refereeing throughout the day.
And I guess that's all we can hope for, as that is a huge loss for the United States, as Fried is having a little conversation with Lecomte and Michael Yada Parada going out and arguing the case as well. But Fried will take the long walk to the bin.
Yeah, head coach Parada of the United States.
So Trudeau will don the green for the United States. Still has Fields at the center of the field with the dodgeball. And I'm trying to locate the other one. A lot of bodies in the way here.
Yep. So one dodgeball on the ground. PN may be able to pick it up. Fields with one in her hand. I agree. The other one on the ground, far sideline.
There it is. Thank you.
Deleu has it, far side, being pressed by Fields. The pass goes to Beligo. He dodges Trudeau, tries to get around Skura. A beat's coming from behind. He gains enough distance from Fields. Skura, great defense though. Wilput has it. And again, Belgium being patient, but they really, if they want to take advantage of this penalty, they need to go. Fields can't quite come down with the catch, but maintains control. But they lost Hagemans. Daniel Williams was so concerned with the dodgeball play, he lost Hagemans, and she just took it herself. Belgium's up 2. And that is going to be the heat advisory. Fans here, mostly on the side of Team USA. I think a lot of the European fans here are watching the Belgium-England game. And we are now whistling to go back live. So again, the United States trails by 2, down 6-4. Tyler Trudeau, quad ball in hand for the United States. Playing alongside Skura, Freed, and Bear. Daniel Williams and Bailey Fields holding control for the U.S.
We'll see what adjustments are made after that 4-minute stoppage. Give everyone a chance to rest, get some water, and maintain their composure. It is toasty hot out here.
Trudeau, slowly hand off to Skura. Skura, left side now with speed as the dodgeballs blow things up. Glenn Beligo playing defense. Picked by Trudeau, not picked up by Skura. Skura still being marked. The trade-off, though, still works for Team Belgium. Freed to Bear. Bear marked by Wilput. Gets rid of it to Trudeau. Trudeau rips a shot. That one's good. 6-5.
And a shout of jubilation from Trudeau as he just whips it as hard as he can through that top hoop.
Trudeau immediately being asked to sub back to the top line here. The U.S., or at least the starters, Sanchez, Josh Johnson back in. Freed for Monroe. And Bear is indeed going to sub for Heald here. So back to the starters for Team USA in the chasing game.
Belgium similarly making some substitutions. Sepa DeWitt in as well as Lemaire and Rainier.
Yep, Lemit and Rainier's back in. DeWitt working on Sanchez, gets around. Monroe trying to be help defense. He picks him up. DeWitt backing up. Hagemans the option. Hagemans gets it. No dodgeballs for Belgium. Daniel Williams forces a pass, but Wilput is there to receive it. Gets pressed by Fields. He uses the reset. Monroe knocks it down, but DeWitt is first to it. DeWitt kicks it. It gets over to Aerts. Aerts then back to DeWitt. DeWitt saves it from going over, and that was an extremely impressive kick from DeWitt.
It's the rare but beautiful soccer moves or football, for our European fans.
DeWitt now working left on Sanchez. Hageman goes for the pick, thinks off of it. Hageman's now with the pass. Monroe going to stick with DeWitt here and is beat out. Williams beats out Lemit, but DeWitt drives through. Johnson gets a hand on it, knocks it out of bounds. That's going to be Team Belgium ball.
And the Belgian attack is so utterly persistent.
DeWitt
the US can hardly
has
catch
to
a breath.
throw as Fields is right there. Throws it up, jump ball. Hagemans comes down with it yet again, and Sanchez is going to be given a card.
I think the call may be defenseless receiver. Sturm running onto the field. Team USA manager going to see what if they can have a conversation about it.
Did not look like it. Looked like Sanchez went up for the jump. It looked like a jump ball situation to me.
Both players were off their feet in the air. I don't think Sanchez purposely meant to take out Hageman.
All right, we are about to get underway here again. Hageman rips one way high, cannot quite reach Aerts. Heald intercepts. Heald now to Sanchez. No dodgeballs back. Not Sanchez, Monroe. Monroe with the green headband. Up the pitch. Goes right, passes left, knocked down by Hagemans again. Wilput picks it up, gets it to DeWitt, and the U.S. is stopped. And now have to kill the penalty for a little bit longer with Belgium on offense.
It might have just been our angle, but she didn't even look like she was in a position to block that. It was like a preternatural instinct.
Van Steekist now back into the game for Belgium. Lemit leading in DeWitt. DeWitt to Hageman. Hageman back to DeWitt. DeWitt driving, rips a shot too high. No good. Rushed play there from Team Belgium while on the power play.
And Rene putting a lot of pressure on Fields there, but it didn't end up happening. And now USA has a chance to run.
With speed, no dodgeballs. Johnson moving forward. Monroe to set a pick, just floats one in. No one covered the hoops, and we're tied up again, this time at 6.
And a rare defensive misstep by Belgium, I think. They were so focused on stopping the drive, they really stepped up. I think they were expecting Johnson to just try and go through them. He just pulls up for that.
Jackson Johnson, after manipulating that third dodgeball in a very legal manner, is able to create another no dodgeball look. This time immunity is allowed. Now it's not. Now it is again. That dodgeball was thrown way off. The attempt was on Van Steenkist. He's not able to come down with that. That's Josh Johnson. He slips on this turf. Again, looking up to run. Fields now creating all sorts of problems for Rainier. JJ all the way through, hits Fields, and the U.S. is back in the lead on a little 3-0 run.
And that was a great pick on Sanchez, allowing for the lane for JJ to pass into Heald. Great post up at the hoops for a score. And Belgium taking the timeout.
Belgium here with their timeout. All right, folks, we are back out of this timeout. A little bit of a delay here as we work through some technical difficulties. We want to make sure we can get a flag runner cam picture-in-picture on this game. It's not going to happen, it looks like. We can't get those technicals sorted. We'll try before the finals. Victor Marks going to be starting seeker for Team Belgium. Ryan Davis starting seeker for Team USA. A catch wins it in either direction. And with control here in the hands of USA and the only dodgeball for Belgium way on the other side of the pitch, it could be trouble for them. Reset is now used, but Aerts has it way behind the Belgian end as the U.S. backs off of their high press. Lamette just throws back, can't make the catch. And Jackson Johnson, again, looking to just create huge chaos. The pass to Witt knocks it down, but can't catch it. Monroe looks right, gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez wrapped up, but scores. No, does not score through the contact. Johnson, though, on the second effort is able to. A 2-goal lead for Team USA. And not much doing out of that Team Belgium timeout.
And the beaters have been going absolutely insane on the other side of the field, trying to posture, to get control, to get a place in this game to beat the Seekers.
Both teams here want a quick catch. Marks beat out. Davis not beat out. The dodgeball to Aerts. Aerts marked by Morella, looking to get back over half. Davis beat out. Marks beat out. DeWitt now slowly. No dodgeballs here for Belgium. Davis gets a good look, can't pull. DeWitt intersected by John Jackson. John Jackson with the goal puts the U.S. up 3. John Jackson with speed goes around the corner, tries to get through DeWitt. Absolutely smokes through Hagmans. That was enough to not score, though. But then the pass to Irwin, now in as a chaser, puts the U.S. up 3.
And all USA all the time right now as the momentum is really shifting in their direction. Jackson Johnson putting on a clinic of fast beating. As he has been giving so much protection to Davis.
Their aggressive beating style has finally started to click for Team USA as Ryan Davis with a diving attempt can't catch and then is beat out by Lamette. DeWitt now blocks a dodgeball from Jackson Johnson.
And all three are on the ground right now.
Glenn Belegu now in with the black headband for Team Belgium as well, beating earlier. Debbie Poix, ball handling for Belgium, her first minutes this game. The flag runner may be injured, still stopped. Mohagog now in for Team USA to seek. DeWitt working on Irwin. DeWitt and Morella now picking him up. The screen from Devipois. Oh, and then the wrap, but the pass comes through to Van Elsacker, and that puts Belgium back in a range where if they catch, they win. Down 2. John Jackson, far side. Marks getting looks. Hagog trying to block here. John Jackson, far side. Marks beat out. Jackson coming in. Huge screen from Irwin. The team defense is going to do it for Belgium, though, as DeWitt comes away with it. Big hit there from Devipois.
And their physical defense is certainly helping them as Jackson's backhand couldn't go through.
Hagog, good look. Close, no cigar. DeWitt. Really slow now from DeWitt. He doesn't know what's going on in this dodgeball game. Mark's now moving forward. The pass goes far side, Fisher. And Mo Hagog has caught for Team USA. That catch looked legal, and that is going to give them the win here. 120-70 if it's called good.
Hagag has quite a lot of length, even longer than Davis, really laid out for that one as our flag runner Porter Marsh was on the back foot.
Team Belgium gave the United States a huge scare, but after being tied at 6, they've been outscored 3-1. They gave Hagag and Davis much more time than the Belgians were able to give marks at this flag runner. And it looks like it may have paid off.
A win here does send Team USA back to the finals. And the catch is good!
Team USA makes it back to the finals. Their final streak stays at perfect. And the final score in this one is Team USA 120, Team Belgium 70.
Simply an incredible match from both teams. The beating was absolutely insane. It was so hard to keep track. And of course, the passing from both sides was incredible. Belgium really giving the toughest challenge yet to this Team USA offense and defense, both sides of the ball really putting in the work.
Team Belgium proving that the pool play game was the fluke, not keeping Team USA range as they've now done back-to-back in the brackets at World Cup, and giving the United States a real scare, leading for large portions of this game and never looking like they were far out of it. The USA really needed a pull to get the win, and Mo Hagag was able to provide that.
Simply an incredible match. I'm really excited to see what the finals will hold. I guess we'll have to stay tuned and see who the United States will face as we get our next semifinal here soon.
So we are now going to go to we will be back shortly screen on pitch 2. This will be the finals pitch. I believe there will also be a bronze medal match on this pitch. So follow along IQA on Facebook, on this YouTube page, and we'll get back live with you as soon as we can.